Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're at Movie Clips, and we're back with another instant trailer review. It's been a while, but Comic-Con just happened, so there's a lot of exciting new stuff coming out.
Absolutely.
And today we're watching Oz the Great and Powerful by Sam Raimi of Spider-Man fame. The original Spider-Man trailer.
And Evil Dead fame.
Yeah. The original Spider-Man trilogy, not the new, better one. Opening shot, we see that the beginning of this film takes place in black and white.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of, obviously, Wizard of Oz.
Yes, the original Wizard of Oz, which is really cool. I think that's a cool choice. The 4:3 aspect ratio, I think, is a really cool choice as well. We had some people at Comic-Con and Hall H that let us know that this is indeed in 3D, this part of the film, which is something I do not understand.
You did have some issues with that.
Yeah, well, I feel like if we're going to jump from black and white to color, you could jump from 2D to 3D, kind of doing the contemporary version of what the original Wizard of Oz did, jumping from black and white to Technicolor.
I would agree with you if the studios didn't ask us to pay a premium for 3D. But because they're asking us to pay more,
people would be mad that a third of the movie isn't in 3D.
I kind of think that that's
I don't know.
the case.
Disney did the same thing with Tron Legacy, and
I was kind of upset with that
at
Tron Legacy.
See, yeah, I didn't see that in the
because if I'm paying money for 3D, I at least want there to be 3D. I completely understand.
Even if artistically it makes no sense at all.
Aesthetically, yeah.
I'm surprised at you, Andrew. I don't even. I feel
well,
like
I hate 3D, but like if they're not gonna ask us for more money, then yeah, you know.
So I really do like the look of this opening. It kind of has an old school, cool kind of aesthetic to it.
Yeah,
and James Franco, you know, doing his thing.
I'm not crazy about James Franco in this role.
What I like so much about the look of this is that usually 3D now is really stylized and a lot of contrast. It's literally black and white, like Sin City or something like this. This is the old, like, really old school kind of 3D, or black and white, excuse me, where it's kind of, you know, there's a lot of gray. The contrast isn't really high. It's really crisp and nice looking. It looks old Hollywoody. I
like that about it.
Oh, look at that shot, in case you didn't think it was in 3D.
That's one of those kind of 3D. Wait, I'm sorry. Wasn't there also a shot in Alice in Wonderland where they throw
same exact shot?
Same thing.
Same exact shot, except that was in color.
Is already annoying me.
It's I love Sam Raimi, and I think this looks beautiful. It was shot by Peter Deming, his cinematographer, who shot Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell. He didn't shoot the Spider-Man.
And that's the thing, like Raimi kind of wanted me back after the abysmal Spider-Man 3 with Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
I mean, Drag Me to Hell is one of his best movies.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie so much. And this just looks like, if I had to imagine what Tim Burton, it's kind of my problem with Tim Burton films in general too. Like, you throw Tim Burton's name and kind of like the idea of a movie like Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton. Close your eyes and you imagine it. Yeah. What that movie ended up being is exactly what you imagine, or just even worse.
This also it looks like Alice in Wonderland, especially when we get to the color part. I mean, it has a Danny Elfman score.
Yeah.
It has that shiny look,
which is surprising too, because didn't Danny Elfman and Sam Raimi kind of have a fallout after Spider-Man 2?
I was unaware.
I think they had like Danny Elfman said something like, "Oh, he's not the man he used to be," or something.
Wow. So here it is. You think it's done getting saturated, and then it gets even more saturated. But that'll be.
All right. Here's the thing with Oz, with a character like Oz, I think you need. I mean, he's a magician. He kind of sells the snake oil. You need somebody charismatic enough to sell you stuff, to sell you a trick, to sell you magic. You need somebody like Robert Downey Jr., who I think was their first choice, and then Johnny Depp was their second choice. Yeah. Even though it would have been more redundant with Johnny Depp in this kind of a world, it would have been completely redundant. But James Franco, to me, doesn't strike me as a very charismatic guy.
No. If Oz had PhDs in multiple areas, I'd say maybe James Franco. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of him as an actor. I've liked him in things, but overall, I'm not a huge fan.
Same here.
But he's worked with Raimi before in the 3 Spider-Man films. Hopefully, he won't eat any pie in this one, as he did in Spider-Man 3. That was not so good. Jimmy, who is often on our instant trailer reviews, described this trailer as shiny. Yeah. And I'd say that's an accurate adjective.
Very glossy.
Jimmy can come in and tell us why is it shiny?
What's shiny about it, Jimmy?
What's shiny, Jimmy?
Hello.
my boys. Very uncomfortable.
Well, I will say the Alice in Wonderland effect is just cranked up.
Staggering.
It's cranked up.
Staggering.
It's cranked
Yeah.
up to 11. I don't know if you've gotten to that part in the trailer yet, where there's like the almost like spider or
Yeah.
snake-like plant.
Yeah.
And it's chomping.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's coming. I mean, the teacup thing, like that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say though, Michelle Williams is in this movie,
She's better than
and
She
we
looks-
love her.
I don't
And
think
Mila
I-
Kunis is
yeah.
in this movie, and
I think
love
she looks.
her.
I think she looks great with long hair.
She
Rachel
looks
Weisz
great.
is in it.
Yeah,
We love
all
her.
the women in it, I'm very
Yeah,
big fans
wonderful.
of.
I'm really interested to see how they're all gonna. This
Yeah.
could be like Snow White times 3, where the best
I
thing in it is Charlize Theron. This
I've
could
been
be
waiting-
like all the queens are.
The whole
great.
trailer, I was waiting for like the Raimi effect.
Yeah.
And I don't know if right after this shot, maybe it goes like boom. boom,
See, this
boom,
is cool
or
because
something,
this
but, like,
smoke reminds me of the smoke in Evil Dead. You know, that's
Yeah, I
kind
doubt this scene will end the way that scene ended in this Evil Dead.
of
But
tree rape. That's how this is.
this is the shot you're talking
that
about, right?
shot.
Yeah, it's just like it's very like kiddish.
It's very. It's
Which,
very,
I mean,
You
it's-
know,
it's
hey,
an Oz
Wizard of
movie,
Oz
and that's
is a
fine.
family.
It's too Tim Burton.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
wait,
like
we see-
this,
we
this shot
we see the-
especially. That's
if you go
so
back,
Tim Burton.
we see like the kind of the classic guard guys from
Oh.
Wizard of Oz
I see.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is Tim Burton involved in this at all? Just the producers, right?
I don't even think he's
No,
a
yeah,
producer.
no.
I think it's just the producer.
But if I
Danny
mean,
Elfman
maybe
does
it's the
Danny Elfman do
producers
the score?
thing.
Danny
Yeah.
it's Danny Elfman doing the score. They pretty much.
also, I mean, to be fair,
Sam Raimi was a surrogate for Tim Burton.
to be
and
fair, I
the
mean,
directorial.
they took kind of the visionary director, and it's Alice in Wonderland was extremely successful. I can't blame them
Yeah.
for advertising it
Yeah,
as
made over
such.
$1 billion.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can't blame them from a marketing standpoint. I just, I wasn't a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, so I was hoping for something different.
yeah.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland was unwatchable.
think
I
we
love
can
the
all
flying
agree
monkeys, sir.
Yeah. Are those the guards? Do they turn into flying monkeys?
No, but those monkeys look a lot more
Menacing.
menacing.
Menacing, indeed.
It's just like this shot here too. Just looking at how they do the credit, like the title scene in so many movies, they have a close up of the letters and then they swoop around and the letters
Right.
have like scratches and
Yeah.
stuff on it and.
And
Isn't
every
even that
mo-
kind of stuff redundant by now?
I bet the
Am-
castle's
am I
at
the
the
only
beginning
one?
of this movie, too.
Well, you
Yeah.
just wanted to cut to a title
just
card.
I
I
love
just,
the castle.
I mean, we see that with every movie. There's
I know, but you
the
gotta.
thing
you
about
gotta,
this trailer for me is that I've seen this trailer like 3-4 times now, and I don't remember anything about it every single time.
I remember that it's in black and white, and there's 4-3 at the beginning.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that you gotta sell the film a little bit, make a cool little title.
That's
The Cartoon Disney logo, I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I agree
carnival?
with you.
Yeah, the
I
carnival
agree-
thing's cool.
I agree with you, Jim. I can't take issue with the title card.
Well, I mean,
hope
that's
the
like
movie-
such a. It was just because we were on it. It's kind of a minuscule thing to complain
Yeah,
about.
but then there's that
I'm just
stare.
kind of curious.
You're right, Andrew.
Wondering what you
There's
guys thought about
there's
it.
that little stinger there.
What's that?
Watching this, though, what would make the audience excited?
This shot, I'd say.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, okay, I'm not a huge fan
Is
of the
that
trailer.
Weisz's
I
character?
love Sam Raimi, so I'm most likely going to see the movie. I don't know whose character that is. There
it's
are
Rachel-
three
I think it's
things
Rachel
that,
Weisz.
that get
She's
me
the
excited
Wicked
in this
Witch
trailer.
of the West.
The beginning in black and white, I think that's really cool looking. I wish it wasn't in 3D, but whatever. The cast of women in it who are all actors that I really, really like.
Yeah.
And this shot I think is really cool because I don't know whose character that is. And obviously, I mean, it's a prequel to The Wizard
This
of
is
Oz.
another
so
Evil Dead
It's
kind
a
of
cool.
shot.
It's a cool shot, but
Do you think it's really shot in 4:3 at the beginning?
No.
Really,
Or do they just
no,
crop
I
it?
think they
Probably not.
I think they
Yeah.
cropped it.
for the trailer?
I think.
Oh no, no.
Oh, no, I think in
I'm
the movie
willing
it
about the
probably
movie.
is.
It's yeah.
It'd be a weird move to make it the trailer. Like, I don't think
I think the
anyone would.
artist allowed them to do it in 4:3. You know, people like the artist. We can do it in 4:3.
But I mean, overall, it's obvious. It's a short trailer. It's only a minute 45 seconds. It was
I mean,
just kind
I'll
of a
see the
teaser.
movie. I'm not like jumping up and down over.
Yeah,
it.
I'm hoping that it is different than the trailer is kind of
Yeah.
implying.
Yeah, yeah. Out of everything that's come out on Comic-Con, like this
Yeah.
is one of the few that
Yeah.
I just kind of forgot about until
I'm
we
giving
rewatched it.
thumbs up to Sam Raimi, thumbs down to the trailer, and I'm hoping good things for the movie.
I'm kind of at just the lukewarm thing. I'm gonna, I hope it turns out to be good. It is Sam Raimi. If this was Tim Burton, I would have been like, all right, I
Yeah.
forgot about it already. But Sam Raimi, I'm hoping he does something interesting.
I know Sam Raimi can't do anything. No, I'm kidding. That was a whole Spider-Man 3 joke. But I would say the trailer gets a thumbs up. the idea of the film and the way that the film was working just seems a little too much like a reboot remake. I don't like how there's these prequels that follow in exact step with the original, with doing like the black and white to color.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we'll see what happens in March 2013, the Alice in Wonderland slot. From Movie Clips, I'm Ryan.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Jimmy.
Comment below.